Can we do swing in the last? Because not everyone is here right now. What do you think? Swing in the last?
जो आ गया
No, whatever you want. हाँ भैया, झूलन बाद में करेंगे, अभी सब लोग आएंगे, लास्ट में कर लेंगे, हाँ, एट द टाइम ऑफ आरती. चलो, सो कैन आई सिंग? हम सब बात नहीं आए. कौन सा भजन है? ब्रज विपिन है 106. तो भी ठीक से बोला. This bhajan all depends on Mridanga.
I can sing, but I'm not sure if anyone can follow this melody because it's very like I can sing if you want. Okay.
But keep in mind.
Yeah.
हरे कृष्णा. बोलो राधा रास बिहारी लाल की जय. सचिनंदन गौर हरि की जय. श्री श्री राधा गोविंद झूला महोत्सव की जय. पेज 106. ब्रज विपिन. There is something to put here.
Yeah, I was going to bring it. I was going to bring the cup up.
You bring that lota. ब्रज विपिने यमुना कुले मंच मनोहर शोभिता फूले. ब्रज विपिने यमुना वनस्पति लता तुषया की. वनस्पति लता वनस्पति लता तुषया की. वनस्पति लता तदुपरि कतो जातो तदुपरि कतो जातो मलया नीलो वहे धीरे. मलया नीलो अलिकुला मधु लोभिता पीरे. मलया नीलो वसंती राका उड़ पदादा. वसंती राका उड़ पदादा. वसंती राका कुमुदी भीतरे आदा माता समाए रसिका वारा हे माता समाए आरंभिलो रासा मुरली धारा हे माता समाए शतकोटी गोपी माझे तेहारी शतकोटी गोपी माझे तेहारी शतकोटी गोपी राधा सहनाचे आनंद कोरी राधा सहनाचे आनंद राधा सहनाचे आनंद कोरी राधा सहनाचे आनंद कोरी माधव मोहिनी गाया गीता माधव मोहिनी गाया गीता हरिलो सकल जगत सीता माधव मोहिनी गाया गीता हरिलो सकल जगत सीता स्थावर जंगमा मोहिल साथी स्थावर जंगमा स्थावर जंगमा मोहिल साथी स्थावर जंगमा हराइलो चंद्रमली रमाती हराइलो चंद्रमली रमाती हराइलो चंद्रमली रमाती हराइलो चंद्रमली रमाती माथिया वरजा किशोर माना माथिया वरजा किशोर माना अंतरिता हाय राधा खाना माथिया वरजा किशोर माना अंतरिता हाय राधा भक्ति विनोदा परमदागने भक्ति विनोदा परमदागने भक्ति विनोदा परमदागने रस भंगिलो आजी विहाने रस भंगिलो आजी राधा विहाने ओ रस भंगिलो आजी राधा विहाने रस भंगिलो आजी राधा विहाने शतकोटि गोपी माधव माना शतकोटि गोपी माधव माना राखिते नारी लो करिया जाताना शतकोटि गोपी माधव माना राखिते नारी लो करिया जाताना वेणु गीते डाके राधिका नामा राधे ओ राधे वेणु गीते डाके राधिका नामा वेणु गीते डाके राधिका नामा एसो एसो राधे डाको ए श्यामा एसो एसो राधे डाको ए श्यामा एसो एसो राधे डाको ए श्यामा एसो एसो राधे श्री राधा राधान्वेषणे चलिया जावे भंगिया श्री राधा देखा दिया राधे रखो प्राणा देखा दिया राधे रखो प्राणा देखा दिया राधे बोलिया कांदा काना दे काना बोलिया कांदा काना दे काना बोलिया काना दे निर्जन कानने राधे राधोरी निर्जन कानने मिलिया पराना जुड़ाओ हारी निर्जन कानने राधे मिलिया पराना जुड़ाओ बोले तू हो बिना कहाँ रासा बोले तू बिना कहाँ रासा बोले तू बिना तू लागी मोरा बर जवासा राधे तू लागी मोरा बर हेनो राधिका चरण तले भक्ति विनोदा कांदिया बोले हेनो राधिका चरण भक्ति विनोदा कांदिया बोले तू आगना माझे आमारे गानी तू आगना माझे आमारे गानी तू आगना माझे आमारे गानी किंकरी कोरिया राखो या पानी किंकरी कोरिया राखो राधे किंकरी कोरिया राखो जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ जय राधे 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Radha Gopinath Ji ki jai.
You sing now? Page
354.
354.
Rati Shukla Sari.
जमुना तीरे बसते बने बनमाली रीरा जमुना तीरे बसते बने बनमाली जमुना तीरे बसती बने बनमाली हरे समीरे जमुना तीरे बसती बने बनमाली चंचल कर योग सारी रति सुख सारे सारे मदन मनोहर वेशम रति सुख सारे गतम
जमुना तीरे बसती बने पीते रति विपरीते
राजति सुप्रीता
राजसि सुप्रीता विपाके
ब्रह्मोदित हरि गाया हरि
धीर समीरे यमुना तीरे बसती बने वनमाले। धीर समीरे यमुना तीरे बसती बने वनमाले। बसती बने वनमाले। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधे जय कृष्णा जय राधे जय कृष्णा। ओ जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय गोस्वामी प्रभु जय देव गोस्वामी प्रभु जय देव गोस्वामी। जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा। जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। Wonderful. I heard this first time in this raga, but when we used to go with Gurudev, Dhira Samir, and that's like all the same trend. Rati sukha sare gatama visare madana manohara vesha. This always Gurudev. Dhira samire yamuna tire. I'm not good singer like it. Anyway, it's very nice. I wanted to hear this for long. And tomorrow, if I like to hear Madan Mohan. हाँ हरि बोल Okay, starting with Vijay Prabhu. Yeah. What nahi nahi? You said you're going to speak. Morning? Okay, tomorrow morning. Hari Bol. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gauri Chandraya Radhikaya Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Anand Leela Maya Vigrahaya Himamya Divya Chavi Sundaraya तस्मै महाप्रेमरसप्रदाय चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। अनर्पितं चरिं चिरात् कारुण्यवतीं कलौ समर्पयितुमुन्नतजरसां स्वभक्तिश्रियम्। हरिपुरसुन्दरदुतिकदम्बसन्दीपिता सदा हृदय कन्द्रेषु सुहृद्वै सचिनन्दनं। राधाचिन्तनिवेशिनं यस्य कान्तिविलोपिता श्रीकृष्णचरणं वन्दे राधालिङ्गितं विग्रहम्। जयतां सुतपङ्गुर्मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्पदाम्भुजो श्रीराधा मदनमोहन। भक्त्या विहीनाय पराधलक्षे क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयी तं शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम
प्रेम से बोलो हरे
कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम।
जोर से बोलो
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे।
It's called sadhu sangha association. श्री चैतन्य मनोविष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदामयं ददाति स्वपदार्थितम्। Shri Rupa Goswami Pad, establishing the Manobhishta of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Generally people think Krishna is one and there is no distinguish between Brajendra Nandan means Krishna from Vrindavan and Krishna from Dwarika. Shri Rupa Goswami Pad, while he was composing one natak, one play, he got this indication. When he was resting at Satyabhamapur, Satyabhama appeared in dream of Shri Rupa Goswami, and she said, make two different plays, one of Vrindavan, another of Dwarika. Don't mix together. Shri Rupa Goswami Pad, he understood there is some indication to me that instead of one play I have to design or write two different plays, Lalit Madhav and Vidagdha Madhav. The pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan and the pastime of Krishna in Dwarika. And on his way, when Shri Rupa Goswami Pad, he met Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu smiled to see Shri Rupa Goswami, and he also gave indication, don't take Krishna out of Vrindavan. बोलते समझदार को इशारा काफी है, बोलते ना, क्या मतलब? How you say in Dutch? Mic में बोलो.
De zeer intelligente mensen hebben alleen een signaal nodig. Meer hoeft niet te zeggen.
Exactly, I want to say the same thing. those who are very intellectual and very smart, one small indication is enough. Even one eye-long glance is enough to indicate something. But who's accepting this or understanding this one single eye-long glance, the indication? It has to be a proper recipient. Sri Rupa Goswami Pad, who is non-different in the sense, non-different form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So intellectual, so deep in understanding. When Sri Mahaprabhu just uttering one verse from an ordinary poet, immediately Rupa Goswami Pad picked up the mood of Mahaprabhu. No one else was able to understand the mood. Only Rupa Goswami Pad. Priya soham Krishna sahchari Kurukshetra militas tatham samrada tadobya sangam sukham tatrapi antar kherla madhur murali pancham jushei mano me kalind pulin vipinaya swaranti. When Krishna proposed to Radharani, when the meeting took place at Kurukshetra after long separation, remember we went to Kurukshetra? How many of you were with me? Yes, long time back. We have to revive this now. We are planning next year. India tour. And now the group is more, there are so many babies now. So, Kurukshetra is known famous for Krishna speaking Bhagavad Gita. But it's not only Bhagavad Gita, which is true, but it also has to do with the meeting of Braj Gopis and Krishna after long separation. Long separation. And Krishna proposed to Radharani there. Let's have Ras dance here. Because we all are here. I'm here, you are here, Braj Gopis are here. So we can have Ras Leela. But Radharani said, no, here in Kurukshetra, Ras Leela. The most important ingredient is missing. The foundation, the Aadhar, to hold that Ras Leela is missing here. And that is Shri Vrindavan Dham. Ras can only take place in Vrindavan Dham. So therefore, Priya Soham Sahachari Kurukshetra Militas Tatham Stam Radha Tab Ubhyam Sangam Sukham. I cannot have Ras here. For Ras Leela, we have to go on the bank of Jamuna in Vrindavan. Mano me Kalind Pulin Vipinaya Swaranti. Ras can only take place there in Vrindavan, not any other place, not even in Kurukshetra. Even though everything is present, but just the most important ingredient, Shri Vrindavan Dham is not there, which is the heart of Radharani. Anirman Man, More Man, Vrindavan. That's the place in Kurukshetra where Krishna expressed his agony. Krishna expressed his agony. What's happening in Dwarika to me? And how much I am missing all of you. And that's the place where Radharani expressed her moods, her feelings. You see? Radharani expressing her moods to Krishna. And this was my topic in Badger this year. I don't have a book here, otherwise would have been very good. Wonderful topic, heart-touching. A true love story. And the definition which we are hearing this morning, what is prema means? Sada Dhvans Rahitam. The prema described by Sri Rupa Goswami Pad in Ujjwal Nilmani. Wonderful book. Definition of prema is one, the prema which never break. Even there is cause. Even there is all cause to break that prem, even that prem is not destroying or broke. That is called pure prem. Even there is a cause, there are so many causes. What can be more than this? Krishna was with gopis for 10 years and he left them. He went to Mathura and not making detour, coming back Vrindavan, he marched further to Dwarika, sending messengers again and again. And messengers are coming. Gopis understanding why messengers are coming. Even though their messengers are coming to pacify Brajavasis, everyone. But the foremost, the Braj Gopis, because their intensity of separation is too high. Unparalleled. So those who are in love, they can understand this. Gopis, they are in love with Krishna and Krishna is in love with the gopis. So they are understanding those messages. Sending messenger means messages. There was no messenger app and there was no WhatsApp. But sending Uddhav and Baldev Prabhu, there's a direct message. Krishna is expressing his love to Braj Gopis. So Kurukshetra is a place where Krishna is revealing his trouble, what he's going through in Dwarika, being alone there, and there is no one to pacify him. In Vrindavan, Braj Gopis, every time I say this, they have shoulders to cry. Everyone is there to give their shoulders, to embrace them. Everyone is there. And all those places of pastimes, the bank of Jamuna, the Shingarwad, the Sevakunj, the Nidhiban, all these places of pastime of Krishna is there to embrace the mood of Krishna. But who was there with Krishna in Dwarika? To whom he has to express his heart, what he's going through. Even though externally he is maintaining all that duties as Dwarkadhish, the Ish, the Lord of Dwarika. Externally is maintaining everything, also killing demons, also marrying. Imagine, he's also marrying those queens, and not one or two, 16,108 queens. Even after that, can you still maintain that love, that prem which you had with Radharani years back? That is the most important point. Even though Krishna is fulfilling all those promises and maintaining reciprocating the love of the queens, they express their love towards Krishna and Krishna accepted that love. Killing demons in Dwarika, going Hastinapur on the Rasu Yajna of Yudhishthira Maharaj, and many other things he accomplished in Dwarika. But what was still in his heart after doing all these external affairs? These are all external affairs. But what is going on in his heart? Crying out, calling the name of Radharani. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Crying and weeping, not sleeping all night. Because Radharani is in his head all the time. Every minute. Radharani. But how he is maintaining the external affairs? That's external. But his intent is always towards Radharani. So Kurukshetra is a place where he is expressing this. Don't think I've forgotten you. And Radharani, those verses which Radharani is speaking there, we see how she is switching over her moods. In just expressing 3 lines or 4 lines of speaking, how you immediately change your mood. In one message, in one line, expressing her separation. And when you express separation, it's always in submission. You can't express separation, express the separation in an angry and upset mood. It's always, the mood becomes totally submissive because melting the heart. How she is speaking one line in the mood of separation, submission, and another line switching over the mood of sarcasm on Krishna. That means separation and union together at the same moment. Beautiful verses. तुम्हारी अन्य वेश अन्य संग अन्य देश व्रज जने कबू नहीं भाई. तुम्हार वाक्य तुम्हार परिपाटी तार मध्य तुम्हार वाक्य परिपाटी तार मध्य कुटिनाटी शुनि गोपी आर बड़ो रोष. She is expressing anger, the loving anger. What kind of dress you wearing? You came to us showing off you are a king. This is the way you have to come to express your love to us? And you giving instructions to us? You are very fond of speaking. But this is not the right place and we are the right person to give instructions. Nahi gopi yogeshwar pad kamala tomar chitte pai mein santosh tomar vakya paripati tar madhya kutinati shuni gopi aar bado rosh. This is right. Yes? We are not yogis to just happy remembering you in our heart. We are not yogis. Yogis are like that. They get satisfied meditating on Krishna's form and they get satisfied. Bas. That's their satisfaction. Remembrance of Krishna and Krishna comes in their remembrance. That's all. Gopi saying we are not like this. Nahi Gopi Yogeshwar. We are not yogis. We are your beloved ones. We are not satisfied just by meditating on you. We only get satisfaction by loving, serving to you. So much is there in Kurukshetra. Shri Rupa Goswami Pad, he's giving it, he got indication from Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Don't take Krishna out of Braj. And the same indication he got in dream from Satyabhama, that make two separate plays, Lalit Madhav and Vidagdha Madhav, not one. Don't club up together, don't make mixture. The mood of Vrindavan is and mood of Dwarka is totally different, it's not one. The mood of Dwarka is wedded love, the queens of Dwarka and Krishna. And when there is wedded love, there is always some reservations. But the mood of Braj is unwedded love. The gopis, they never married Krishna. Radharani, she never married Krishna. So this is called Parakiya Bhav. Jai Jai Ujjvala Ras Sarva Rasa Sar Parakiya Bhave Jaha Brajete Prachar. The paramour mood. Parakiya Bhav. And many details. What I am speaking is just we used to hear from Gurudev and all scholars. In these days, in these 3-4 days in Vrindavan, glorifying the beauty of Shri Rupa Goswami's writing. Establishing what? The glories of the Braj Gopis, they never married with Krishna. Unwedded love, which has no reservations, break all ties of social customs. How glorious are the Braj Gopis, Radharani, in comparison with all others. So you see, The wives of Kaliya, they also love Krishna. And the wives of Brahmins who performing yajna, they also love Krishna. And we sing in the morning. What's that time? Jayo Dvija Patni Jayo Naga Kanyaga Bhakti Teja Hara Pailo Govinda Chara Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna Jayo Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan Jaya Dvija Patni, all glories to the wives of Brahmins, Naga Kanyaga, and the wives of Kaliya, snake. Bhakti te jahara pailo Govinda Chara. With their bhakti devotion, they attained the lotus feet of Krishna. Why I am saying this? Because one person, he thinks is very learned, very scholar. And he said, all their love are same. The wives of Kaliya, they also love Krishna. The wives of Brahmins also love Krishna. And the Braj Gopis, they are also someone's wife. And they also in love with Krishna. So all same. All same is khichdi. Mix everything together, khichdi. Make pasta, sweet rice, pickle, everything in one. And add broccoli in that. And tempeh in that. Tofu, rice, quinoa. Everything together. And it makes one very good recipe. All rasa together. Wow. And what is the reason? What's the reason they give? They think when you eating this, everything goes in one place. Everything goes in stomach, right? So everything get mixed up in stomach. So why are you differentiating this? Everything going in stomach, right? Karela also going, rice also going, pasta also going, sweet rice, cake, cheesecake, whatever. Just for say few seconds, when that particular prasadam, that food with the hand touch the tongue, then some sensations. Yeah, this is bitter. Yeah, this is sour. Just few seconds. A moment we chew, and from the tongue it goes to the stomach. And when it's going down from the throat, no one is relishing that moment. It's only few seconds relishing when it is on the tongue. Yes or no? When it goes in stomach, you taste that? Just here, for few seconds. So this is called, this is the reasoning they give. Everything goes together, so there should not be any gradations, distinguish of the prem. Everyone loves Krishna and everything is same. Whereas it is not. Even that small little fraction of second of that taste goes to the tongue. It creates the emotions and it creates the saliva. Few second emotions. You eat neem and karela together. And how the emotion, yeah. Yes? And then there is gulab jamun, rasgulla, sweet rice, cheesecake, rabadi, malpua, laddu, eating. No one say yeah. Everyone's relishing that. So it has its own flavor. Maya? Maya is relishing. I am doing yajna, saying swaha, swaha. And Maya saying aha, aha. So these are different ways. Similarly, try to understand. In every respect, in every aspect, how Radharani is superior. The wives of Kaliya. When Krishna is dancing on the hoods of Kaliya and he started vomit blood. The wives of Kaliya came forward and requested Krishna. First of all, they expressed their mood. How come? We wonder. Our husband Kaliya is very cruel in nature, but how come he attained your lotus feet on his head? What he performed? What austerities he performed to attain your lotus feet on his head? So what is that verse? Vihai kamena sucharena dhritvata. That even Lakshmi is performing austerities to attain that lotus feet of Govinda on her head, or to attain Krishna. Sorry. But how come Kaliya got this? Our husband got this. Vihai kamena sucharena dhritvata. Don't know from where to start. I forgot this. Anyway. So when Kaliya started vomiting blood, then they came forward and said, please spare our husband. Please spare our husband. He will die otherwise. Now he has surrendered to you. And on the request of the wives of Kaliya, Krishna spared Kaliya. One point. Another point, the wives of Brahmins. Those Brahmins who were performing yajna. What is that pastime? Brahmins performing yajna. कौन बोलेगा? Someone. Ram Mother को आ जाओ 5 मिनट आ जाओ प्राण in short brief the pastime of Brahmins. What happened? Mike पे बोलो.
English or Dutch?
English. खड़ा हो जाओ इधर आ जाओ. Just in brief, so that everyone can understand what I am speaking. Is it better?
Hare Krishna. Yes. So in very short, this the lila of the offering Brahmins' wives. So the wives. So there were a couple of Brahmins who were doing yajnas in the forest, and in the same forest, Krishna and Balaram and the Gopas were walking. And all the Gopas were saying to Krishna, Balaram, "Hey Krishna, Balaram, bhook lagi hai. I'm hungry. You should get some prasad." And Krishna, he always takes care of the Gopas. He said, "Don't worry. Nearby there are some Brahmins. They're offering. They're doing yajnas, and they have so many foodstuffs there. We can go there and ask them." So Krishna, Balaram and the Gopas, they went to
the mic.
They went to that place where the Brahmins were offering doing the yajnas, and with every yajna you see so many fruits, vegetables and everything. So they went there, but these Brahmins, they were very focused in the yajna. But Krishna said to some of his friends, "You go to them, ask them for some prasad, and they will give you." But when they went there, the Brahmins, they were doing yajnas. They were very focused in it. They didn't even pay attention to the Gopas. So they were just doing their yajna, and the Gopas, nirashed, so disappointed, they went back. They said, "Krishna, these Brahmins, they weren't giving any attention to us. They were just doing their yajna." Then Krishna, with his beautiful smile, he said, "Okay, don't worry. You go to the wives of these Brahmins. They will give you." So the Gopas then went to the wives of these Brahmins nearby in their house. And the Gopas asked, "Oh Maya, oh mother, please give us some prasad. We are very hungry." Krishna and Balaram were waiting nearby. They were very hungry. So when the wives of the Brahmins heard this, they were thinking, oh, Krishna's hungry. So what did they do? They took all the food stuff they had, also from the Yajna side, and they gave it to Krishna.
What Brahman said to the Sakhas?
That I don't know, Maharaj.
Okay? Huh? When Sakhas approached Brahmins, they said, hey, go away from here, don't disturb us. We are doing yajna. That's the most important point. That's why I called you to speak. The Brahmins, no, they were doing yajna, and the Sakhas of Krishna, oh, Krishna Balaram is here, they are very hungry. Can you give us something? Hey, go away. We are doing yajnas, don't disturb us. Swaha, Swaha. And they became so disappointed. Then they approached to the wives of Brahmins. No, Brahman.
So then the wives of the Brahmins, they were thinking, Krishna himself is here. Our husbands are doing yajna for the Devatas, for Vishnu. But if Bhagwan himself comes at our doorstep, we should feed him. So without any heed of or rules or regulations or etiquettes, they just took all the food stuff and gave to Krishna. So in this way they the rules which are followed when a yajna is done, they stepped over all these rules. They didn't even care. They neglected all the rules, because if Bhagwan is at your doorstep, who wants to do a sacrifice? So in this way, the wives of the Brahmins who were doing the yajnas were giving all the foodstuffs to Krishna out of love, because they see Krishna as their son. So then they gave all the foodstuffs to Krishna, and Krishna was happy with Balaram and the Gopas. He took his prasad.
Very good. So after this, what happened? Those wives of Brahmins, Dujapatnis, they brought all that food stuff to Krishna and Balaram, and they got so much satisfied. You see? Krishna immediately tried to test their love. Testing. 1, 2, 3, mic. They test. Krishna said, oh Brahmanis, go back, quickly go back. Because your husbands, when they come to know, they will chastise you. They will be very angry and upset. And also, this is not Vedic social custom to disappoint your husbands and to serve others. It's not social system. Krishna just tried to give some fear of social to the Brahmin Patnis, and also some fear that husband is going to chastise you. Go back. And immediately Brahmin Patnis, they came back to their husbands. And later on those Brahmins realized, oh, Dik Janma, Dik Vratam, Dik Vratam. 5 on our birth as Brahmin, and all our vratas and whatever we have done until now, 5 on us, 5 on us. Why we doing yajna? To satisfy the Lord. And when He asks for something, we reject it. Later they realize with the association of their wives. But my point here is not that. My point is, Krishna showed little fear of their husband's anger and the social custom, and immediately they returned. And the wives of Kaliya, seeing the husband is dying, they started praying, my husband will die. But comes to Braj Gopis. The same episode happened when Braj Gopis came in midnight to see Krishna, giving up the association of their husbands. And Krishna also tried the same formula. He's trying the same formula, showing little fear of social custom and the fear from their husbands. First of all, Krishna welcomed them. Swagatam Mahabhaga Priyam Kim Karvani Va. Oh, welcome, welcome my gopis. All Fortunate ones. Mahabhaga, you are very fortunate ones. You came to see me. Priyam kim karvani va? How can I serve you? And what brings you here? The gopis were so angry hearing this. You invited us, and when we are here, you asking why? What brings you here? This is weird. But anyway, Krishna tried to show them some fear. Dushilo durbhago vriddho jadroko adhan apiva. Even though the husband is old, diseased, poor, or whatever state, wife is always supposed to serve her husband. Krishna is giving injunction of Shastras, the social custom, everything in that statement. So therefore go back, return to your husband. I'm understanding. They are all looking toward their wives. Listen, what Maharaj is saying. How mean they are. They're looking toward their wives. Listen what Maharaj is saying. Listen. Did you heard? Wife is supposed to serve husband. And what you have to do? They are supposed to only love Krishna, not you. Understand? They are compromising with you. Stop serving them. Break off. Only serve Krishna. कितना चालाक है उसको बोलता है listen. But when Krishna showed some fear, gopis, they didn't return back. They said, no, you are only our husband. And they are just statues. We have no love for them. We have only love for you. Even though we are not married with you, but we whole soully we love you. That's from heart to heart. Heart to heart. When Radharani saw Krishna, and when Krishna saw Radharani and the Braj Gopis, the love developed. What is the cause of that love? Very important point. What is the cause of their love to develop? If there is any cause to develop that love, no. This is causeless. There is no cause. That's what is known as spontaneous. We just develop between them. Spontaneous love. There is no any cause that, oh Krishna, you are very rich and you are Supreme Lord. You are very powerful. You are full of knowledge. You are full of renunciation. Or you are very beautiful. There is no cause for all this. Spontaneously, it developed by seeing each other. Even though I am speaking about when Krishna and Braj Gopis are here in this material world. But actually they are always together in Golok Vrindavan. They are associates of Krishna. They are the energies of Krishna. They are the potencies of Krishna. They are Haladini Shakti. That's the tattva. But when it comes to pastime, when they came here, Krishna got birth in Gokul, Radharani in Raval, and all other Braj Gopis. When they saw, first time when they saw each other, first time the love developed. And you say, if someone asks what is the cause, there is no cause. It just develops spontaneous. And who is telling us this information? Giving this information? Shri Rupa Goswami. He is giving this information. All the ancestors of Radharani and Krishna, the name of each and every parikar, even the pet monkey of Radharani and the monkey of Krishna. What is the name of the peacock, the parrot? All these details. What is the name of father of Krishna, his grandfather, his maternal grandfather, Grandmother, maternal grandmother, all that details. Who's giving? One who is visualizing and who knows the family. One who knows the family can describe this. So Radha Krishna Ganodesh Deepika, this book, where Rupa Goswami is giving all details of each and every relationship, the relatives of Radhaji and for Krishna. So this love developed just by seeing each other without any cause. Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, the consort of Lord Narayan, she approached Krishna to fall in love with Krishna, but there was a cause in that love. What is that cause? She heard the flute song of Krishna. See, this is our Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. Everything is so calculative and deep. And it only targets to one point: unconditional, causeless love. Unconditional. The love for which Lakshmi ji approached Krishna, there was a cause. And the cause is, I heard one flute song. And she got attracted. Who's playing such wonderful instrument? Flute. And then she approached, when she came, she saw Krishna was so beautiful. And she wanted to be with Krishna then, leaving her husband. She wanted to be with Krishna. Lakshmi ji. So her love has a cause. The prem of Kubja has a cause. And that's why there's prem is Sadharnirati. Who gave this information? Rupa Goswami. Baba, without him we would have not understand why there are different gradations. To come to the point of understanding the unparalleled glories of Radharani. How we can understand this temple hall or this hall, Kirtan hall, is on the first floor. By understanding the steps we have to climb to come on this floor, first floor. Those steps are there to connect us with this Sankirtan hall. If there are no steps, we can't fly or jump here from ground floor. So that's why to actually express the unparalleled, unconditional, causeless love of Radharani, the glories of Radharani, her unconditional love for Krishna. That's the whole purpose of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come and Shri Rupa Goswami to come. To establish what? Parkiya Bhav, unwedded love. Parkiya Bhav, which is so glorious in spiritual world. Iti Uddhavado Vanchanti Bhagavad Priya. That great personalities like Uddhav and everyone appreciate this. And Vanchanti, they also want to attain this. If that love is condemnable, then why Uddhav is praying for this dust from the lotus feet of Radharani? If that love is not pure, then why Brahma, the creator who know all the Vedas, he wants the dust from the lotus feet of Radharani? Why Naradji, who is Jagat Guru, why he is praying to attain the dust from the lotus feet of Radharani? If that unwedded love is condemnable. No, this is in spiritual planet, spiritual world, this is most highly appreciated love. So Lakshmi approaching Krishna, that is a cause. When there is a cause, the prem diminish. And there is always a chance to break. Kubja approaching Krishna with love, sadharni rati, ordinary like love. But that love was having a cause. And what is that? Oh, if I am with Krishna, I'll be very happy, I will derive pleasure with him. So that has a cause. Krishna with queens of Dwarika, that love is very high and superior. And never, I said this morning, never ever minimize the glories of the queens, Dwarka queens, never. They are very glorious and worshipable. But again, their love has some cause. Not gross, but very subtle in nature. By serving Krishna, He'll be pleased, and then we will also be pleased. That's called Samanjasya Rati, the definition given by Rupa Goswami. Then there is love of Vrindavan, the Braj Gopis, which is Samartharati. Only this point, this level of love is causeless, unconditional. Where the mood of Braj Gopis is never that we will derive pleasure to be with Krishna. No. We don't want our pleasure. We only want to please Krishna. However he gets pleased. If he is ready, if he is pleased to decorate my hairs, you see, very important point. Lakshmi is massaging the feet of Vishnu. But can Vishnu massage the feet of Lakshmi ji? It's against rules and regulations. Wife can massage the feet of husband. Husband is not supposed to even touch the feet of wife. That's the Vedic, that's a social custom. Vedic custom, I mean. Not supposed to. But here in Vrindavan, Krishna is massaging the feet of Radharani. This is not against the Vedas. When the prem is high, then there is no room for any Vedic injunctions. It's very high. That does not prevail there. Injunctions of the Vedas. Because the prem is very high there. If Krishna wants to decorate the hairs of Radharani, this is causeless love. She allows Krishna. One can say, oh, that's very good then. I'm saving my time and my Krishna is making nice, beautiful braid or decorating my hairs. It's good. That's an ordinary understanding. Come from the level, from ordinary level to the high level. She is fully aware of this. But why she is allowing this? To please Krishna. This is unconditional love. For the pleasure of Krishna. I ask, if you thinking that this is not something very high or special, I'm asked question here. Any of you, can you give your dust from your feet and put on the head of Krishna here? Anyone? Please come forward. Who has this courage to do this? Give your dust from your feet and put on the deity's head. Even thinking of this is offensive, right? Even we can't think of this. Nobody gave. Because there was condition, there was a cause in that love. When Naraji approached Dwarka queens, and everywhere, they didn't respect the idea of Narad. They told Narad to go away from here. What are you saying? No sense? We are wives of Krishna. How can we give dust from our feet on Krishna's head? Speak sensible. Why they were reluctant? There was cause. When Naraji approached Braj Gopis, no reluctance. Immediately, Narad, what are you looking for? Take as much as you want. And then there was voice, aerial voice. What are you doing, Gopis? Krishna is Supreme Lord. Don't you know that? You have to go hell for this. And because there was unconditional love and causeless love, Radharani and Braj Gopis, they didn't care of that aerial voice. He said, no matter, not one lifetime, even thousands of lifetimes, if to spend in hell, we don't mind. But we can't even think of this. That is, Krishna is having headache, and just because he needs the dust from the feet of any devotee, of anyone, so we are ready for that. Even we have to go hell for this. Because that love has no condition and is causeless. So it's not that simple to just say and hear. Speak and hearing. Who has the courage to give the dust and keep on the deity's head? No one can do this. If you ask Braj Gopis, immediately giving this. Because they are not worried about their pleasure. They are not worried about their comfort. They are only worried about the pleasure of Krishna. This is unconditional. It's causeless love. That's the beauty of this. That's causeless love, which is not developed with any reason, any cause. When first time Radharani saw Krishna and Krishna saw Radharani, the love developed. So compare with love, compare that prem with any other prem. All other prem are diminished and faded. The prem of Radharani is prem rasa sima, highest prem, which make Krishna which even make Krishna so bewildered and astonished same time. Krishna told Braj Gopis to go back. They said, no, we are here to serve you. So she don't mind if Krishna is, arranging her hairs, making braid, etc. She don't mind if Krishna wants to massage her feet. Don't mind. Thorn pastime. Thorn. You know thorn? When Sita is in the forest, if she get picked by a thorn, who's helping her there? Lakshman cannot touch the feet of Sita ji. And she will not allow Ram to do this, because then it's against the Maryada, the social custom. But in Vrindavan Leela, Krishna has agreed to massage the feet of Radharani and she is extending her feet. Okay, go ahead. Is it that simple? No. Something very high mood. And what is that? Called unconditional love. If you are happy to massage my feet, you can do this. Can Lakshmi do this? Can she do this? No. Can Sita ji do this? No. Only Radharani can do this. There is no even fear of social custom, Maryada. Beyond all this, beyond everything. Ahir eva gati स्वभाव कुटिल भवेत हेतु यूनम मान उच्चते. Rup Goswami, Ujjwal Nirmani. He said, in young ones, the prem is seen like a crooked, like a snake. Hetu is referring to Radharani, sometimes with cause, sometimes without cause. She is expressing her sulky mood, her man. Understand man? What is that man? Hanuman? No. Man, sulky mood. Sometimes with cause and most of the time without cause. She just needs one little excuse to turn her face around. Just one little point. And she is ready for that. And why it is so? Krishna drives pleasure. His ever fresh love, prem. He drives pleasure in pacifying the man of Radharani. And the details of this man again mentioned in Ujjwal Nirmani by Rupa Goswami. Most of the time without any cause, sometimes with cause. Bichara Krishna. Only he can handle Radharani. No one can. No one can do this. Because he drives pleasure, and Radharani is doing this to just please Krishna. It's unconditional. Just like one time Krishna thought, every time she is turning her face around with cause, without cause, and I'm like, every time I'm pacifying her, let me try today. I also want to do this. And I will also express my man, my sulky mood, showing some anger. I want her to pacify me. Always I'm doing this. It's not fair. Radharani is always punctual. She comes right time. And Krishna is always delaying. Because he gets stopped by other gopis, Chandravali and others. Because everyone wants to serve Krishna, and Krishna has to reciprocate. Bichara kya kare? He has to reciprocate everyone's love. He can't avoid. Because you gave this promise, ye yatha mam prabhugamte tam sadai bhajamyam. He can't neglect. He has to accept everyone's love. So he gets stopped by Chandravali. And I mean, this, we are not qualified to even say this, but he is Ras with Chandravali. And he comes to Radharani's Kunja, and she immediately understands. And asking Krishna, why you delay? Why you Chandravali Kunja? And Krishna, no. Who told you? No. Telling lies. Shat and Dhrishta. Don't think I'm describing Radha Krishna pastime here. I'm taking the verses from Ujjwal Nirmani and Bhakti Sam Sindhu in the form of designing the katha simple to understand. That's why I'm taking the examples. But actually, if you can understand, the center of my class lecture is only Rupa Goswami. That's the center. But his words and his verses, I'm giving, elaborating on that by saying the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. But actually, this is the glories of Rupa Goswami, what I'm saying. 96 varieties of Krishna. Krishna is not one. 96. How come? There are 4 Nayakas. Dhir Lalit, Dhirodat, Dhir Shant, Dhir Lalit, Dhirodhat, Dhirodhat. Nayak means heroes. When the heroes, they display different roles, sometimes very angry, sometimes ferocious, sometimes romantic, sometimes different roles, but they are heroes. So Rupa Goswami Pad describing Dhir Shant, Dhir Lalit, Dhirodat, Dhirodhat. 4 Nayakas, 4 categories of heroes, and applies to Krishna. And amongst these 4, the best one used for Krishna is Dhir Lalit Nayak. Then these 4, Krishna is Pati and Upapati, is husband of some and paramour of others. Understand? Husband of the Dwarka queens and paramour of all the Braj gopis. Understand the point? 4 into 2. My mathematics is very bad. 4 into 2, 12? 8, yes. And Krishna, he displays his Purna, Purnatar and Purnatam. Complete, more complete and most complete. He is complete in Mathura, is more complete in Dwarika, and is most complete in Braj. Same Krishna. So 8 multiplied by 3. 24. Huh? 24. Very good mathematics. 24. And then again 4 more. Dakshin, Shat, Drisht, Anukul. And this is very detailed. I don't have book here right now, otherwise I could have shared the reading with all of you. So in short, Drasht, Shat means when Krishna speaks lies, even though he knows he is wrong, he did wrong, but by seeing Radharani, he is openly speaking lies to Radharani. Openly. Even he is seeing marks on his face. And there is no reason for lies. But again, still he is lying. Understand? This is called Shat. So there are 4 other categories. 24 into 4? 96. Krishna is 96 and Radharani 305. That many details. Yanka nirupa sharira nadharata tab braja prema mahanidhi kutarita kona kapata udarata. This is the meaning of this song. If Rupa Goswami would have not come and he opened that kapat, that chest of diamonds, the details of Braj Bhav, how the entire world would have come to know those so many details. So what I am just telling is just the outlines, it's just outskirts, countrysides. I am not entering in the downtown. This is very detailed. And everyone will say, it's too much. Let's go have prasad. Exactly. When those scholars and Srila Gurudev, he used to describe the glories of Rupa Goswami books, his contributions. Most of the audience there, they are just only looking. Very nice. Why it is nice? Because I am not understanding. It's going above head. Huh? But it's very nice. Funny words. Beautiful words. Dhir Lalit, yes. Nice words. And Rupa Goswami Pad describing, Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, Prem. Snehe, Man, Pranay, Rag, Anurag, Modan, Madan, nice words. Looks like some name of some sweets. This each and every stage, the word that this description and the definition. If I have book and I start reading, bas ho gaya. Understand? It's going to finish in our next retreat, 2023. That many details, Rupa Goswami. And we heard this morning, Mahaprabhu said, I made you taste a drop of that bhakti ras. In that one drop, he's giving so much. And imagine how paravar, how big is that ocean of bhakti ras. And favorite of our Srila Gurudev, the hero of his spiritual world, Sri Rupa Goswami. And all our acharyas. Because Narottam Thakur is teaching us. Sri Rupa Manjari Pada. Describing the glories of Brajvasis, the unconditional love, the love of Radharani. From so many perspectives. And that is Parikya Bhav. He came to establish that Paramar mood, the Parikya Bhav. That unwedded love part. But it has so much Maryada. Rupa Goswami Pad in Ujjwal Nilmani describing the Parikya Bhav has 4 ingredients. That makes Parikya, not just, oh, I like you, you like me, okay, ho gaya. There are 4 further ingredients in that. So this is about his ras vichar. Very, what do you call, high flight. But come to the ground when he's describing bhakti. Klesh Agni Shuddha, Moksh Lagutakrita Sudurlava, Sandranatma Visheshatma, Shri Krishna Akarsh Nicha. That's from here he starts Bhakti Sami Sindhu. When a practitioner, a sadhaka start bhajan, what happens? Klesh Agni Shuddha. All the kleshas means unwanted desires or troubles, calamities. They just start going away. And Shubdha, all auspiciousness start working in the heart. Again, this is only just outline. So ending up, conclusion word, 5 more minutes. Concluding word is, imagine a personality who is all the time immersed in that transcendental realm of divine couple Radha and Krishna, and is writing so much details about bhakti. How we can understand what is unconditional love? He's giving a very simple example, and we can very easily relate with that. We understand this language. And what he said? Yuti nam yatha yuno cha yuvati yatha. Oh Prabhu, oh my Lord, oh Krishna. Just like a young girl seeing a young boy, and a young boy seeing a young girl get spontaneously attracted to each other. Just by seeing, without even knowing, just by seeing, attraction develops. When the day will come in my life, when I will develop same kind of spontaneous attraction towards you. Because we can understand this language. It's easy. Very easy to understand. How much he has to come down to this level of nature of this material world, so we can understand this. To express something which is so high. And what is that? What was the subject of today's class? unconditional, causeless love. And how he's expressing this? When a natural attraction develops to see opposite ones, natural. When that natural and spontaneous love will awoke in my heart by to serve you, oh my Lord, oh Krishna. And after expressing so much, see his humility. महाप्रभु भक्तगाने वैराग्य प्रधान, जहाँ देख ले तुष्ट है श्री गौर भगवान. One thing very prominent in the associates of Mahaprabhu is vairagya, renunciation and humility. No one can be beyond Rupa Goswami amongst the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the highest limit. All our acharyas, the followers of Rupa Raghunath, means Rupa Goswami. Then he must be showing so much arrogance and showing that, oh, nobody's like me. Is it like that? He's singing this bhajan, writing this bhajan. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Manmanasa Madhukara Marpaya Nija Pada Pankaja Makarante Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande. The point I wanted to make is Bhakti Rudanchati Yadyapi Madhava Natvai Mamatila Matri. Oh Madhav, I have not developed bhakti till matra, the size of sesame seed, unto your lotus feet. Who's saying this? Guru Goswamis. Bhakti rudanchati yadyapi madhav na toi mama tila matri. I have not developed a bhakti, even the size of sesame seed, unto your lotus feet. Rupa Goswami Pad is saying this. See his humility. And in the beginning of Bhakti Samasindhu Manglacharan, Hidiyasya prerna pravartitom varak rupopi tasya haripad kamalasya vande chaitanya devasya. By whose mercy and inspiration I am able to write Bhakti Samasindhu. And I am being varak. Varak means most unintelligent person. Understand? Most unintelligent person. He is writing his description, his own description right in the beginning of his great scripture, Bhakti Samasindhu. Most unintelligent person. Is it true? Can we consider him as most unintelligent person? Saraswati Devi, she changed the meaning of this word, of the Sanskrit word. What is Varat? Varam Shreshtam. A personality, you are the person who is describing Varam Shreshtam, one who is the supreme amongst all the other gods. Ishvara Parama Krishna, describing his pastimes. Only you can do this. And that's the meaning of the word Varak. Not the meaning of Varak is unintelligent person. Varam Shreshtam, one is describing with very beautiful and high words, shlokas, the description of the topmost Krishna. This is the meaning of Varak. Not the meaning of Varak is you are unintelligent. In this way, the whole world indebted to Sri Rupa Goswami for his great contribution. He is being Rupa Manjari, so busy there, but Jivare Karani, for compassion on the Jivas, fallen Jivas like us, so that we can also get entrance. But first of all, gathering this information with the transformation and reaching to that point. He is being compassionate. He came in his shirt, not only writing books, but he also, He's showing how to how to do sadhana. That was his sadhana. Shri Rupa Goswami Pad ki Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Ram Ram, Hare loudly,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Shri Rupa Goswami Pad ki
Jai.
सिद्धांत महाराज की जय, श्री गुरुदेव की
Jai.
So now we are going to have Aarti. Pujari ji, when you do Aarti, we will, the devotees here, you sing, Prabhu, Jhulan Padharo. Maya, before or after? Jhulan Padharo? Before. Whatever Mother Mataji can say. Maya is the boss. Boss. Huh? What? Sath sath. Okay. Together. So first he's going to sing Jhulan Padharo, then Gaurav. Liking that idea. You start Gaura, Radha Krishna, Ruban Milan, then Jhulan. Yes, perfect. Huh? What after that? You go ahead, you after that. You don't have to consider.
सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि की जय, सच्चिदानंद जय गौर हरि।